nothing but a combination of technology and mathematics and the business. So obviously, like business, so don't worry about that. Actually, so once you get into the the field, like there is some set of people. It could be the business analyst or the stakeholders from customer side. So you will get the help from them, and you'll understood what exactly the expectation. Okay, right. So you want to understand one of the major things, as we discussed earlier, right? What is that? Why we need a data science? So before that, we used to have the resource called the business analyst or a business intelligence team. Okay, there are the couple of teams are available, business intelligence teams. So now they are replacing with the data science is going to replace, not replace exactly. It's like it's a more core with respect to the data science. They are going to be take over the data from the business intelligence team and giving the different perspective, like they're showing all other what is that, like the insight of the data. That's what we discussed the first half, right? So the business intelligence is nothing but it's any idea about business intelligence, guys? Any idea? You guys are any idea about business intelligence? Business intelligence, actually, the business intelligence nothing but these are like complete. See here, I have um, the tabular column, right? So the business intelligence means like, so what are the available data? So what we used to do, we used to create the nice chart and the representation of the sales, something like that. Okay, so business intelligence nothing but like representing the data in the form of visual, one type of visualization. That's what actually we discussed, right? The visualization. What is visualization? Visualization nothing but it's like a graphic representation of data. It could be a pie chart. It could be any type of graphic representation of data. So so far we have the business intelligence is a familiar terminology in industry. Okay, the familiar terminology in the industry. Where is that? Yeah. So familiar terminology in the industry, right? So looking backward. So first of all, what is the looking backward is nothing but, for example, if I have the sales data for the last month and last 5 years or 10 years. Okay, so what these guys will do, the business intelligence team, they'll all take the data and they'll make it as a slice and dices, and they will give the give the picture of what is the sales of the specific product. Let's say the product specific. Okay, so they used to show that slice and dices of the what happened so far. Okay, so it's a form of the graphical representation, very simple. Okay, so probably I'll try to pull out something. Okay, not now. Okay, later we'll do that. Okay, and this is based on okay. So the it's going to be used to the business users. So mostly the business users going to play around with this data, and they want to understand. They'll make that data in understandable way by using the available data, and the data source going to be a data warehouse. Okay, and then scope is unlimited, means the business intelligence team will create a report on monthly basis or quarter basis or daily basis or hourly basis. So it could be any kind of the picture representation. They'll create visualization chart and present with the senior management level to see what happened exactly. So far, as I mentioned earlier, the business intelligence is mostly mostly to show that what happened earlier, and same way it's output in the form of just a table and in the form of picture representation, very simple. Okay, what is available, then that will give the detail. That's it, simple. But why we need the data science? as I mentioned earlier, we need we need to predict. For example, if I'm running that some business, let's say if I'm running coffee shop, okay, so the coffee shop, so what I'm doing, I'm doing my business for last 1 year, okay, let's say the 1 year timeline. I want to understand whether I'm running my business running good or bad. So how I can analyze that? Obviously by the data, correct? So in that case, what I used to do, I need to get all the details, right? I need to get all the details and then try to articulate in the table structure format, right? So table structure format and find out the profitability sum of the profitability based on my sales, right? So for example, I have like per day I'm selling around let's say 150 cup of coffee. It includes coffee, means even I include anything, okay, coffee and snacks, whatever it is. So it's going to be like per day I'm earning like let's say 10,000 rupees or something like that, for just for understanding, okay. So my coffee, tea and then my snacks, everything. So this is nothing but all the data I'm going to segregate, and I'm giving the picture of what exactly I sold out for last 1 year, or let's say 1 month, right? So now I want to understand sometime some what's that? Let's say like I have the coffee, the cappuccino or latte or old what is that mocha, or else any other chai latte, whatever it is. The different types of flavor teas or coffees are available in the shop. And same way, I might have some snacks like burger, sandwich, or whatever it is. So I want to understand whether we need to bring more flavors of the new arrivals. That's forget about the new thing. Okay. So what are the things are, for example, the cappuccino is running fast in my shop. Then I want to get all the ingredients to make the cappuccino flavor, because my customers, they are very much liking the specific set of coffee, like kind of it could be cappuccino, or else it could be a latte, whatever it is. At same time, I want to predict, okay, so let's say for example some kind of like the veg sandwich, or else a vegan sandwich, or else a chicken sandwich, or else whatever the sandwich, the product, if I'm selling is running very fast, I want to understand, yes, in my earlier days it went well. I want to make sure that bringing those specific the food product in my stall, we want to increase that capacity so that I can gain more. So in that perspective, what I will do, looking forward angle, I want to understand the insight of the the data, how much I sold. Okay, so this is nothing but, for example, it could be a different timeline. For example, seasoning time. So probably actually when we come across the time series analysis, I am planning to have one session with the time series analysis. So specific timeline, like could be like a seasoning or on demand, or it could be any other stuff. So some certain product selling is very huge. For example, umbrella. In raining season, umbrella raincoat would be, the sales might be a very high. Okay, compared with the summer season. The same way, Christmas holidays, all other like the Christmas product, people are going to buy anything that time is going to be the more profitability they can gain. The same way for Diwali or Pungal, so we have to predict. Okay, right, the sales might be will reach like like in our stores, like familiar stores like what is that, Pothys or any other shops, right? So what they can do, okay, they're predicting, okay, for last summer and last Diwali we sold out this much of like the materials, so we want to bring back that the same thing, and with different varieties, means they want to make the, what is that, the business profitability. So all those things we can predict by using a data science. That is a reason this is a business enhancement and business profitability, and what is that, business improvements. So they are planning for using with the data science to understand the insights of the data, right? And here obviously, as I mentioned earlier, data science is going to be a key role, and among that there are so many people are there. Let's come and discuss later. Okay, and Here it's going to be real time and distributed. Guys, what is a real time and real time and here the distributed warehouse and solid? What is that first of all? So how many of you know that where data warehouse? Any idea? Yeah, any idea? Any idea about like the data warehouse? You heard about that word? Anybody? Okay, I tell you that. No problem. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Somebody's told. Yes. Sam. Yeah. Suddenly they got mute. Okay, fine, no problem. Okay. So the data warehouse is nothing but, see, for example, I have guys here. I'm just drawing very worst diagram. Okay. So sorry about that. This is a database one, and this is a database two, and this is a database three. Okay. So let's say this is my product related detail. Okay, product related detail, and this is nothing but my sales data. Okay, and this is my inventory or else like any other transaction table, let's say, right? So what we used to do generally, we'll have a centralized repository in our industry, that is nothing but data warehousing this system. So here, all the data will be populated here, and it's going to be a centralized one database, and you can have and view and play around the data to do all those analysis. Like looking forward, as I mentioned earlier, we can go ahead for the analysis here, right? That this is nothing but data warehouse. Okay, so this is not just like a copy and paste all the data, but here we used to have the process called ETL. I tell you later that, let's note down that the ETL, there's a extraction, transfer, and load, right? I don't know how many of you know
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Sorry. Okay. So I don't know. I'm not sure how many of you know that the terminology called ETL, right? ETL. That is nothing but extract, transform, and load. So here the data, whichever we already have it in our database one and database two and database three, we'll pull out the data, and there we used to do some data massaging, and we'll extract the what are the required data and put it in our centralized repository called data warehousing. From there, we used to create so many reports for different set of people in the industry. Okay, that is nothing but data warehousing, right? Okay, you can ask me whether okay this will help in data science domain. Yes, but some sort of things not possible, because for example, let's say um, if somebody is like putting put that some commands over in Twitter, right? So Twitter, so there was like so they have given us some commands about any topic. Some, it could be a controversial topic, or it could be like good thing, something like that. So if they put some topic, then immediately people are started responding on that, and they're giving the yes or no, whatever it is. The same time, if you guys are uploading some picture in Facebook, and immediately, and this is going to immediately going to be like reacted by some people. It could be a like or unlike, or there could be any kind of reactions. So that is nothing but a real time feed. So based on the Twitter, for example, a X person given a detail, some note about some topic. The topic might be welcomed by some set of people, unwelcomed by some set of people. So in that condition, we want to analyze whether the guy the given the information in the Twitter, whether it's sensitive or not, or you want to find out the trend. Okay. So if, for example, in for WhatsApp, you might have like receiving n number of mimes in a day, right? Sometime like a kind of some specific the movie clips, they'll added some tag under that, and they'll forward to someone based on the current situation. So that has been forward to a number of people. So that is nothing but we can understand how this has become a viral. Probably you guys are understood that the terminology, right? The viral today or trend today, something like that. So how it is possible? How we can do all those things? So those all information, whether it's a like or dislike, they're welcomed or unwelcomed, they're happy or bad, something like that. So we want to analyze all those details by using the available data, by using a data science like what is that machine learning models. So each and every time the people are selecting that like or unlike, immediately those things will be picked out by the system and started doing that analysis and give the prediction. Yes, this specific video has been watched by n number of n million of people, and this number of people are liked or unliked, something like that. So based on that, the market trend will get changed. For example, the product, if the Apple is launches some specific version of Apple phone, there might be a review. It could be like the positive or negative. So based on that, they're promoting the product in the market, so that the selling price, the selling percentage will get increased based on the review. So how can they accumulate the review, and how will they like project those all those review? So based on your like or dislike, and you are giving a statement. Okay, let's getting into the deeper one step ahead. I'm here. So hope you understand. I'm not sure like you guys are come across the word called natural language processing. How many of you know that? Just a word. I'm not asking you like entire system. How many of you know that? Any idea? Any idea? Anyone? Natural NLP. We used to call it as NLP. I'm sure you guys are like gone through apart from your subject, like your electronics and communication. Apart from that, definitely you guys are gone through all of those things. Time series analysis, NLP analysis, sentiment analysis. Have you done with anything? Anyone? You can answer me if it is wrong. Not a problem. We can correct it. But just I want to make sure you guys to think something from uh, this data science and machine learning point of view. Actually, sometime we used to give that the statement in text, right? So for example, if somebody has posted some video or some picture on the Facebook or Twitter or in LinkedIn, might be, right? Even nowadays LinkedIn become very worst, like the people are uploading all, it's very similar to Facebook now. So I don't like that, because the LinkedIn is for LinkedIn, right? So but the Facebook for Facebook perspective. So now I don't see any difference, major difference between the both nowadays. Okay, that's apart. So if I'm posting some picture, then there might be the views of different people. Yeah, they are used to give the commands, like it's a kind of a one word statement or multiple multi-line statement, or sometime multilingual statement. So it could be anything. So if you want to understand, see for example, if I give the answers yes or no, happy or unhappy, welcomed or unwelcomed, or like they are like or dislike, it's going to be a boolean statement. Do you agree? Right? Correct?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to be a boolean, like a 0 or 1. But if it is going to be a set of text, guys, so like a kind of like a lengthy statement. So probably nowadays, if you see like, so the cine actors Kamal Hassan, if he's giving a complete statement in some either it could be English or Tamil language, whatever it is, he has given some statement on the Twitter. So the system, what that will do, that will extract the data. It will go through that word by word and try to understand what kind of information he has given, right? So the sensitivity of the matter, it will predict, it will say, right? So the same way, the n number of people are giving the commands over on top of that. So whether they used to like, or they'll the statement might be against that, or it would be like anything else. So that what it will do, the system will our data model system, why it is required basically. So basically to understand, for example, okay, forget about the Kamal Hassan statement. So take again with the Apple product. Okay, or else like something the coronavirus, like how it is impacted. So people might, they used to say their expression, the how they're impacted in their area, something like that. So they will used to get the extract the data from the, it could be a text. Okay, so for example, hey, hello, how are you, I am doing good, something like the statement. Or else the coronavirus is impact in our area is really going slowed down, I'm happy to recover everyone safe, right? And stay at home. This is a statement. So what the system will do, the system will go and take the specific set of data, and it will go, it will extract that the information and try to understand. I'm looking a positive mood and I'm talking about a negative mood. Okay, so for example, the movie got released, the movie XYZ, the movie got released. Some set of people say the movies get really bored. Some people say this is a excellent movie. Specifically they used to say that the specific the scenes are really good, something like that. So the system, what it will do, it will go and read each and every system. It's a very very complicated algorithm they're built over that. Don't worry about that, we have the API, everything. So we can extract the data and we can find out how it is sensitively they're handled. It could be for example, they used to find out, okay, 10 100 people they said positive thoughts, and 50 people they said it's a negative thing, and 25 percentage of people they said it's okay, something like that. So to review the movie or review the product, whatever it is, so we can analyze by using a data science like the machine learning model, if it is going to be real time. Got it. So if it is going to be like the distributed means, again it's going to be a number of data source and connected to towards one direction, and we need to analyze that. That is distributed more or less, it's going to be a in-house analysis. For example, I'm working for some company, some organization, what it does. For example, my source might be a Excel, or my source may be a multiple application. So all the application will keep on running and with data and integrating all the data and collating the data, and finally it'll come out with the one holistic view. And then I want to present like, okay, this specific product is going good in North America, this specific product going in Asia, and this specific product going well in China, something like that. So I want to come to the conclusion. Then based on that, okay. So and based on that, what it will do, it will take the data and it will show the stuff. That is nothing but distributed system connecting and real time things, as we discussed very well in detail. So why I'm giving all this importance to this specific slide, in upcoming sessions, we are going to talk about more about this information. Basically, see, the writing the program is not a big deal, but you guys want to understand what exactly data science the role doing in the industry. That is very very important. Otherwise, straight away I can start the programming, blah 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 blah, etc. Programming 100 lines of coding, I can run through the program, you can enjoy, and you can do it your own. But realistically, you want to understand what is the expectation from the data science, data scientists as well. Why is they required? That's the reason actually. So I said people like me, they're coming from that real time scenario, real time industrial experience, and we are sharing our knowledge to you guys to explore this ice breaking kind of things. Like people for now, the now you guys are in you're moving into the fourth year, I guess, or final year, right? You guys are moving into first, you are completed your sixth semester, is that correct? You're moving into seventh semester or
Yes, sir. They are going to final year.
final semester, final
Yeah.
year. So the industry, like sometime like so most of the time the expectation from the organization to pick up the resource anyway is going to be they give the training. But on top of that, if you guys are having the proper at least appropriate knowledge to the domain, it will be easy for them to pick up and run the show, right? So for example, for after my 16 17 years, I'm in data science domain, I'm working on that because actually it came recently, not a problem. But the expectation for data science domain demand, it's a millions of million, believe me. So because the role for the data science in industry is going to be a million opportunities across the globe. So that's the reason actually you could see the most of the educational institution, they are started doing that all their masters programming machine learning as well. because the expectation is very huge, the demand is more. Okay, I don't want to all show all those things over here, because this is actually, this program is cut short towards your curriculum. Okay, so because it's a different scenario, like why you want to jump into science, data scientist, and there are so many opportunities are available, and the and what is that, how much they're paying for that data scientist, that's a this different scenario. I don't want to discuss anything here. Okay, so first of all, try to understand the data science and data scientist roles in this upcoming session. Okay, right. And coming to this, the questions, as I mentioned, what if, analysis. So mostly the data science, the machine learning model to predict what if analysis, what will happen. So they will predict that whether the product, it will go fine or not. As I mentioned earlier, if I'm running coffee shop, the specific the flavor of coffee, last 10 days or 15 days, nobody interested to buy that specific item, means immediately I need to stop that ingredients, because it's already 10 to 15 days sitting in my in-house. I want to either, if it started selling, fine, but no longer people are liking that flavor, better, instead of getting the new ingredients and inventory, stop that, bring something the new. And for example, specific sandwich, it's not moving on the floor, it's always in the floor. End of the day, after the expiry date, I have to throw it out, that specific the sandwich from my window. Then I need to decide my sales. Okay, see, specific item is not going well, I need to stop buying this specific what is that, the sandwich or snack on the my display. If it is specific things are running very well, excellent, what I supposed to do, I need to find out, is there any additional flavors is available on that. Otherwise, I can give the combination, as my one of my friend, he said that here, um, Amulya Upal, he said, right, the recommendation system. So if you're going to buy something like mobile along with valet cover, or else some other gadgets like along with your mobile, with for what is that, adjustable price. Okay, so along with some other data, means, sorry, some other product, we can give that. So I'll come to that better, that come to that later. That is nothing but the concept called APR algorithm. The APR algorithm, how we can do that. So for example, if you're in the supermarket queue, right, if you're in the supermarket queue, you are taking all your products in the basket and rolling that your tally towards the billing session. So in the billing section, probably you might have few items along with that. Okay, even in the shelf you might have some set of items, for example, milk and bread. Okay, and chocolate and cookies. So you might have a combination of items altogether. So how they will go with that, for example, um, bread and butter and jam, it's all together, I put it in my rack in very very closer to that. So the people, what they will do, they'll go and get the bread, then quickly they'll see oh, it's a butter, it's really nice, so we'll get the butter as well. And then again they look at the jam, yeah, this is also very nice, they will pick up that one. Okay, so if I'm keeping bread, next to the bread I'm putting like oil, people go and grab that? No, they'll go for oil differentiation, correct? So if I'm keeping everything aligned and get along with this recommending, giving recommendation, it's a strategy of to sell, increase the sales. So those kind of things, like what will happen, or what if analysis kind of stuff. Okay, if I keep bread, jam, butter, and then any other spreads nearby my bread session, this kind of eatable item section, so the people go and grab that physically. The same way on the internet, what they will do, they will sell the product and they'll show the options, so the people go, and the mentality, they're playing with the people mentality. Hey guy, actually here we have providing mobile, along with that if you go and buy this mobile, there are other options along with that, so people can get this um, any other item, x or y z items. So the people quickly they select that and they'll order for that. See, I've gone to buy just a bread.
Good.
Okay, so that the concept called like okay, so see, through online they can go ahead and buy the single product. I guess like if they're not choosing that specific option, they'll go for specific with the item means yes, you can go ahead. That not a problem. But the recommendation system basically to enhance that business and giving the more choice. And see, for example, if I'm going buying my shirt, okay, so I want to buy the my trousers matching with that. Okay, obviously I'll go and take the trousers and match with that and get that. Okay, the same way nearby have some cooling glasses. Okay, I'll go and get that cooling glasses. Then I'll get that and put in my. I will check. Okay, it looks fine on me, and then I'll go ahead. And next to that, there was a hat. Okay, I'll see that hat. Oh, looks nice. Yeah. So find out. Okay, if it's going to be a black color trouser, then I put the black color hat or whatever it is. Different colors available. I'll get that. So if you're moving from one place to another place, you will get all your item one by one. But if it is going to be online shopping, so what they will do, if you're going to buy some shirts, they'll give options for a trouser. For the specific shirts or t-shirts, they'll give a recommendation. Hey, for this specific shirt, if you wear this trousers,